Right now is the time to buy worms. Stick around and I'll tell you exactly why. Hey, it's Robbie with Missouri Worm Supply. If you're looking to get castings for your garden in the spring, now is the time to buy your worms. You buy your worms now, they'll start producing castings for you. You can collect those up until spring. I know it's just now starting winter, but here in Missouri, in March, people usually start, planting indoors. Behind this green screen is our grow tent. We actually start indoors this month, in the middle of the month, start certain seeds. This is an 8-foot long grow tent, 4 foot deep, 8 foot tall. We start seeds in here, transfer them over into Dixie cups. From there, they'll go out to the heated greenhouse. So in March, when most people are just starting seeds, we've got full-grown plants. Some of them are actually producing fruit, whether it's like peppers or something. We break that up. Every 2 weeks or so, we plant a certain breed of species of plant that we want to grow. But we start indoors, and our mixture is basically cocoa coir or peat, vermiculite, and perlite, depending on which plant, and 20% of worm castings. We do, if we can, we inoculate our seeds, or we say a bean seed. We do worm tea. We soak our seeds in worm tea, make our own worm tea. We sell it online. We actually have a new improved formula this year. We got from Troy Hinkey, the soil biologist. You can follow him on Living Roots Compost Tea, I believe it is. It's Troy Hinkey. He has a great recipe. It's like better than any other recipe out there. The explanations of using bubblers, how much bubble, don't use the soap stones or the sandstones. Lots of good information there. We grew all this last year. This was 20% castings in our plants, and when we went to go plant them out into the garden, we dug our hole, threw a handful of castings in per plant. As you can see, this is no problem. I mean, our stuff grows and produces fruit like you wouldn't believe. But right now is the time you should be getting your worms. If you have your worms now, by March, April, whatever your last frost date is, you guys can have castings to put into your beds or your seed starting trays or buckets or whatever it is that you're doing your seeds with. You can buy castings online. You could buy like from big box stores. I do not recommend buying from big box stores. They're completely sealed packages. They stay out in, like if you go to certain big box stores, there's two main ones where you can go buy 2x4s from, you know what I'm talking about. They stay in a bags. You'll see those bags sitting on the shelf all winter long, all through the summer. There's no air in there. After 9 months of sitting in a bag is when they start dying off. Again, this comes from the soil biologist. So how long ago was that process? Did it sit in their store or their warehouse for 3 or 4 months before it was shipped to let's say Lowe's warehouse? How long did it sit in that warehouse before it come to the actual store in your neighborhood? And then how long is it there? Because if you go right now, you're going to find probably castings on their shelves that have been sitting there all summer. They'll sit there all winter, and then come spring when everybody wants to buy castings, the quality is greatly diminished. Hey guys, if you like what you're seeing, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I do recommend buying from local sources or online sources from independent farmers such as myself. You know you're going to get good quality castings and fresh. We don't have 14 yards of castings just sitting in a building. Ours go through 1-ton bags, and we have several of those set up. We can load a bag up pretty quick, and then we start feeding the next bag, filling the next bag. That's the bag we start pulling our castings from, packing them up, send them out. We keep them all at the right temperature, or a good temperature for the microbial activity. We do keep them moist, so everything's good. If that bag doesn't sell as fast as we want it to, we'll either put that back into our systems, so it'll regenerate its microbial activity. We'll put it back in our gardens, or we'll feed that bag. We're going to keep that bag up and going good. I'm not going to sell bad product. I'll put it on my garden before we try to sell old product. Excuse me. Again, right now is the time. If you start you up just a single bin in your garage, your basement, or you can buy one of the worm towers, the stackable systems. Get you one of those set up, get your worms. You can have them in your basement, in your garage, in your kitchen, in a closet. If your wife don't buy worms, just don't tell her, hide them somewhere. Get that up and going. By spring, you will have you some castings, and you're up and going. That's it for now, you guys. Have a great New Year this year.